Oh, Sophia, now you've done enough. Girls, we're doing the dishes. You just sit.
Fine with me. I'm exhausted. I've been cooking for 2 days.
I offered to help you, Sophia, but you said no.
You're Scandinavian. What do you know? 1,000 ways to make herring?
Well, not 1,000, but a lot. And I'm famous for my Lindstrom surprise. The world's fastest human being.
Dominic Tanzi.
It says Jesse Owens here.
Trust me, it was Dominic Tanzi. He got 4 women pregnant in one night. 2 in New York, 2 in New Jersey.
Girls, I am so excited. I am finally going to do something you've heard me talk about doing for years on his birthday.
Blanche, that's horrible.
And that's not the worst part. That darn electricity straightened my hair. I used to have curly hair. Virginia, you knew I was dating him. Then I had to go to the country to visit Aunt Augusta. When I got back, I had Poison Ivy and you had Tom. I loved that boy. I wanted to marry him. We were serious.
You only had 2 dates with him?
I was fast.
I swear, I didn't think that you liked him at...
Just doesn't like her.
Thank you, Rose. Incidentally, you look fat.
Well, I say the time for subtlety has passed. If you want this man, go after him.
Ma, could you eat a little more quietly, please?
These are Fritos. You want me to swallow them whole?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Blanche.
Oh, the baby gone?
No, Rose is driving him around to get him to sleep.
Why is he still here?
Well, Ted needs some minor surgery, so they're still at the hospital. What about Virginia?
Well,
I'm Catholic. I can't spread a wise man on a Ritz cracker.
Are dealers in stolen gems.
those sweet people?
I'm afraid so. And we have reason to believe that they may be making a major move sometime in the next 72 hours. So we'd like to set up shop here for a few days.
Well, of course. You can both stay in my room.
Now, wait just a minute.
All right. The minute they all entered high school, I told everybody they were my husbands from a previous marriage.
You wonder why they're in therapy.
Therapy? Maybe I should go into therapy. At 2 a.m, waiting for George to come home, I called a radio talk show. I gave them the solution to the crisis.
How dare you? What kind of a woman do you think I am?
Come on, relax.
Relax. Don't you tell me to relax. I am not accustomed to being manhandled.
I thought you'd be flattered.
Well, I'm not. Pardon my strong language, but you, sir, are no gentleman.
I'm sorry. We wear it well.
I think it's the pimento that really sets it off.
Hello, Elliot. I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's all right, but we should be going.
Girls, if I'm not back by Christmas, someone take my mother to midnight mass.
Something about that man. Blanche, Dorothy. Oh, I'm so glad you made up. I knew you couldn't stay mad for long.
Oh, of course we couldn't.
Oh, it takes a big woman to forgive somebody calling her a slut.
Fight over? Oh, good. Hey, about when you're in an upright position.
Dorothy, would you care to give an example of how Blanche is selfish?
All right, fine. Let's say about a month ago. I was not feeling very well. As a matter of fact, I was sick as a dog. I went to a drive-in with Stanley. He said he was being shipped off to Korea and would probably die, and it would mean so much. That was my part of the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I wasn't sure that we had done anything, actually.
Stunned. Stunned is the only way to describe how stunned I am.
Just a minute, Blanche. Are you trying to tell us that you are stunned?
Don't you make fun of me, Dorothy Spornak. I just saw the sign-up sheet down at the bowling alley. Rose Dunn.
Non c'è pensare.
I can't believe you're denying your own mother.
Denying her what?
Springsteen tickets, Rose. Will you please stay out of this?
Dorothy is trying to keep Augustine and me apart.
They're absolutely adorable, Matt. Dorothy, how could you?
To go. The bowling tournament is tomorrow. Now, we need the practice.
Always practiced enough. Every morning before work, every evening after work. All I ever wanted was to look cute in my bowling outfit.
Honey, aren't you forgetting something? Rose dumped you.
That's right, she did. I hate being dumped.
In a mask and a cape that you met at a shopping mall? Pretty strange.
Boy, I'll say. She doesn't even know what kind of car he drives.
Oh, I don't think so. You see, I've bowled with Blanche before. Maybe this isn't the best time to mention it, but when the chips are down, Blanche chokes. Don't you, sweetheart?
Eat chalk, Nylan.
You go get him, Blanche.
We're in the charm of a Cary Grant.
I'm not surprised. The woman drinks grain alcohol out of a measuring cup.
Here's the tea.
This is just hot water. Hey, what you doing?
Just looking through the old photo album. Boy, you were a cute kid.
Yeah, I was sort of cute. Oh, look, there I am at 7.
An angel.
Here I am at 11.
Adorable.
Oh, look, here I am at 15.
The beginning of the end.
Oh, it must have been one of the guys from work. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I've heard enough.
Please, Dorothy, you'll have the time of your life.
The time of my life? Stan, the last time you said that, it took 12 seconds. And I ended up 3 months pregnant at my own wedding.
Look, I'll level with you. I got...
You start again.
I don't know. I've just been under a lot of stress lately. My job, Ma, getting married.
You're growing older, you don't go out much, your chin is starting to droop.
You know, since I've already had the cigarette, why don't you just blindfold me and shoot me? Ma, you are not dying.
I am, Dorothy. I had a dream last night, a death dream. Your father spoke to me.
Spoke to you? How?
Do I look like Rich Little? Just listen. I'm sitting in the living room, and the clock strikes 9. Then the bell rings. It's your father in his fedora. He always
Sleeps only in the daytime.
I know, and then at sunset she makes a big pot of coffee and sits up all night with that gun.
It's better than having that dog. As long as she doesn't wet the floor.
What? He's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. I cannot believe a man like that would be interested in Rose.
Well, I guess he's not perfect after all.
That's right, Dorothy. Thank you. I feel so much better.
We're living with Robin Givens. Slept is all.
You were there? Don't tell me where I went. I went to heaven. I saw the golden light and some angels in white robes with harps. I thought I was at Saks at Christmas. But then I saw your father.
Really?
He was surrounded by women. He's in heaven.
Did you see God?
I'll be right back.
Listen, Sophia. What about men? Are there lots of men in heaven?
Oh, Blanche, come on.
Well, you asked her about God and Jesus.
Is there anything else we can get you, Sophia? A little tea, perhaps?
I'm not in England. I'm having a heart.
A big bonus at work.
Ah.
And guess what I've decided to do with it?
What?
I'm gonna have my breasts enlarged.
You're not serious, Blanche.
Oh, sure I am. Breasts are back in fashion. And what God
There. Will you promise you'll hold my hand the entire time?
Oh, Ma, are you really that scared?
No. I just want to make sure you're not grabbing at brochures behind my back.
Awful!
I'm also burning the crud off the sink stopper. Try the other pot.
Hello, darling. Listen.
Stolic 17? I went for a walk. I couldn't sleep. I had a nightmare.
Tell me about it, Sophia. Sometimes I can interpret dreams.
Blanche sold the house, and I wound up back at Shady Pines.
This is a tough one.
Dorothy, please don't send me back.
Ma, I am not sending you back to Shady Pines.
Left me? What? Chrissy left me for a younger man.
Younger than Chrissy? Where did she meet him? Camp Snoopy?
I didn't want to say anything. What the hell?
Pretty soon the situation got out of control, and I tried to let him down gently.
You tried to make it short and sweet.
Miles is my dancing partner at the ballroom.
Oh, yes, and tonight we were the king and queen of the rumba.
Olay.
Ma, did you have a good time?
Great. I even made a few bucks.
It has a winky.
A winky?
That's the scientific term for it when it's little.
But the baby isn't wet.
Well, we'll change it anyway. Here you go.
Here I go.
The best time to change a diaper is when there's nothing in it.
I'll do
A
it.
fat woman with a wooden leg and a totally hairless cat named Cincinnati Jake.
No.
Then I don't remember her.
Oh, Ma, look at this. A list I made of things I wanted to do with my life.
You know, I had a list like that, and I've done most of them. Except,
Oh, it must be at least 103, and the mall was impossible.
Did you get something for the grandchildren?
Oh, please. You know, Robbie wants a Batman hat. I went to 6 different stores. They were all sold out. I finally went to one store where they had one hat left, and another woman saw it. Oh, I can't. Blanche, what is that thing?
She's decided to install a change machine.
oh, it's called a Halter monitor. Makes a kind of ticker tape of the heart.
What's wrong with your heart?
Oh, nothing. Dr. Stein just thought it sounded a little irregular. I think it's because
Now he tells me that he's going to serve wild duck and crayfish. They come from the wetlands. It's like holding a Save the Whales function on a Japanese trawler.
Is there an open bar?
You know, Ma, that's part of the problem. Nobody cares.
Nope, she's still mad at me.
I'm not mad, but if I were, I'd have every reason to be.
Rose, come on now. You're about to swallow your chin.
It's just that the invitation to dinner should have come from me.
I asked you 3 times in this past week to invite Dr. Newman to dinner, and you always put it off.
I didn't put it off.
You can just call me.
I didn't think the two of you were speaking.
Well, we're not.
Then how'd you know it was her on the other end of the line?
Rose, you're bringing down the curve for the whole country.
I just don't believe it. She is coming to town to promote a novel she's just had published.
Has to look good at this wedding.
Look, Ma, I don't know how to break this to you.
Gently, I'm old.
Giuseppe Mangiacavallo has had a fabulous life. He's in his 80s, is a multimillionaire, and enjoys perfect health.
Well, it's a very slow-acting curse.
So it would appear.
Yeah, clear picture on that. However, I do know that Jackie O will tie the knot again
Oh,
with...
thank you very much, Miss Dixon. Enjoy the wedding.
Rose, what's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so confused, Jonathan. You see, do you mind?
Now that we're alone, tell me all about yourself.
You first.
I've always been the kind of person who liked to have fun. Oh, Dorothy, do you realize it has been 4 days since I have enjoyed the company of a man?
I know, Blanche.
Dorothy?
What is this, the Spanish Inquisition? Look, I don't have to defend myself. If I want to see Glenn, I'll see Glenn.
Lesson about leaving keys on the table.
I can't believe this. How did it happen?
Well, you know how I like to meet rich men by gently rear-ending expensive cars at red lights?
Yeah.
Well, you say that like it isn't great. Rose, it's the perfect plan. You get to meet the guy, exchange addresses.
God said you'd say that.
Ma!
He said you'd say that, too.
Ma, stop this.
3 for 3.
Ma, this is ridiculous. You don't want to be a nun.
Yes, I do, Dorothy. God reminded me today that I've always had a dream, a very private dream, one I never talked about. When I was growing up, I wanted to join the convent.
Dorothy, Sophia, I told the news director I was interested in the reporter's position, and guess what he did?
A Danny Thomas spit take?
No, he's giving me an actual news story to cover as an audition. I'm the queen?
You're also the fool, so we're saving a lot on payroll.
Oh, leave her alone. We have to get to work on the sauce. We begin by taking a shallow bath in olive oil at 7:34 Sicily time.
Why?
Mom, these numbers don't make sense. They can't be right.
They're right, Kirsten. I had them checked with a lawyer and an accountant.
But there's nothing here.
Of course there is.
I mean, there's nothing close to what should be here. Daddy was one of the most successful insurance salesmen in his company.
Snowball. You start out with one little harmless lie, and then you have to tell another one to cover up the first. And then another, and another. You know what I mean? And then before long, you've got an entire snowman built out of lies. Dorothy, I didn't tell on him. He wouldn't tell on me. So I went home.
Well, did he keep your secret?
Till the day he died, which was 2 days later. Emmett found Millie and the Reverend skinny dipping in the church's fountain.
Blanche!
Dorothy! Go, Dorothy, go! Okay, Blanche, let's go. I found your shoes. They were under Sophia's mattress.
Oh, I didn't think you'd find them that fast.
What's going on, Blanche?
My foot hurts. I think I caught what Dorothy's got.
Dorothy, I gotta talk to you. I owe you a big apology.
For what, Ma?
For what I said before, you know, about you not knowing a thing about plumbing. Dorothy, you're a genius.
Ma, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I walk into the living room, and there's a toilet in front of the television set. It's an old lady's dream come true.
Well, didn't the phone scare you?
Well, of course it did. One of those times I really miss having a man around. They're so good at answering the phone in the middle of the night.
That's not all they're good at.
And when they're really good, you don't even hear the phone.
Rose, in my opinion, it is time to say bye-bye to Mr. Longfellow and Elvis. I mean, what's the use of having a garage sale if we can't part with anything?
How much for this hockey stick?
$1,100. Because it was on your property.
No way, lady. This is your tree. It's your responsibility.
Oh, my goodness, our tree fell into your yard.
clam up, Gladys. This is their tree.
Look, there seems to be some confusion here, but we are neighbors. What do you say we split the cost and have the tree hauled away?
What do you say, you?
Excuse me, we're supposed to have reservations for the second show. The name is Devereaux.
Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I don't seem to have you listed.
Oh, well, maybe it's under the name of Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth? You not here to see Big Daddy Hollingsworth?
Yes, we are.
I'm sorry, you just missed.
Yeah, I almost forgot. We need a Globe and a Tatler and a Midnight Star and an Enquirer. And I guess maybe one serious news magazine so we know what's going on in the world. One, people. Oh, men are so lucky. They never get periods in the first place, so they never have to stop getting them, so they don't have to go through any of this.
They blame us for being crazy when we get them and crazy when we don't.
I remember the first time I got my period. Nobody had told me anything about it. Boy, was I surprised.
You mean your mother didn't tell you?
My mother was very prim and proper.
Is that it makes no difference at all in her life. It is just a concept. It is not based on reality. That will cheer her up.
Nothing will cheer me up. It has rained on my parade.
Oh, Dr. Parks, come right in.
Who is that?
The vet.
Dr. Parks, I don't believe you've met Blanche.
Well, no, he has not, because I certainly would remember it if he had. Well, I want to thank...
What?
I think they're making...
What?
They're making a stove.
Let me see. Yep, they are. We're back in business.
Oh, please.
No, they are, Dorothy. They really are. And I don't know a thing about animals.
Well, they certainly...
Would you feel like going to an early matinee?
Oh, that sounds great.
I remember when we first got our milking machine. I hooked Molly up to it, flipped the switch, and she dropped like a rock. Oh, well, luckily she wasn't electrocuted. I mean, after that, she was no good for milking. But she certainly became the most popular cow during mating season.
Oh, I do love the rain so. It reminds me of my first kiss.
Your first kiss was in the rain.
No. Good morning, Dorothy.
Good morning, Blanche. Blanche, have you seen Jean?
No.
I wonder where she could be.
Didn't you say where she was going when you all got up this morning?
She never came to bed.
Maybe she stayed in Sophia's room.
Ma, did Jean...
For you to be happy.
I wish you all the best.
Oh, I hope you two will just be so happy together.
I am going to throw you and the widow Spencer the best wedding you ever saw.
No, we don't want any fuss. We're planning on getting married in the Bahamas.
No, I will not hear of it. Hollingsworth has to get married in style.
Oh, I don't want to impose.
No, we'd love to have the wedding here. All the time. I mean, it's very common. Look at John Derek and Ursula Andress. John Derek and Linda Evans. John Derek and Bo Derek. You know, maybe it's not so common. Maybe it's just one guy who gets around a lot.
I bet if older men knew how ridiculous they look with younger women, they wouldn't do it.
Well, they don't...
Some time together, she'd be a positive influence.
Wait, are you suggesting that Michael and Bridget go out together?
That is exactly what I am suggesting.
Oh, I don't think so, Blanche. No, I learned a long time ago to stay out of my children's social lives.
Yeah, I'm afraid I agree with Rose.
It's like that old Scandinavian saying. You can lead a herring to water, but you have to walk really fast or he'll die.
Dorothy, go after her.
I will not. I'm not the only one who was cruel and vicious. I have feelings, too.
Morning, Dorothy.
I'm not talking to you.
I guess you're still upset with me about last night, aren't you?
No, I'm upset because...
Oh, thank God this mess is over. I couldn't see a thing through this crap.
Well, I'm all packed and ready to go.
Good, I'll have your lunch done in a minute.
Talk me into coming to this godforsaken place.
Oh, come off it, Blanche. We all agreed that this was where we wanted to spend our vacation.
All I wanted was a tan on my thighs. Now I'll probably end up a prisoner of the revolution. They'll rip my blouse and make me cook for the officers and spit food in my face and make fun of...
Hey, come on! Don't rush me.
me. It's going to take as long as it's going to take.
I don't believe this. There's a man in our bathroom.
Dorothy, relax. Let me handle this. Hello there. Excuse me, sir. Are you married?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm not.
Lesson number 1. Kiss.
Oh, beautiful Mother Earth. Land, thank God. How long were we out there?
At least 2 rosaries.
We're lucky to be alive.
And you.
Annie Dorothy, lighten up.
Honey.
Morning, Annie Blanche.
Oh, the pup's still here.
Yeah, one more day, unless Ma decides to take him bar hopping.
How come you dressed so early?
Oh, I told Mr. Allen that I'd come in.
Thanks. If I want to look at pictures, I got a photomat. Besides, Rose brought me. She's waiting outside with the dog. Hey, you ever stick your head out of a car window doing 50? What a rush!
Hello! And who do we have here?
This is my...
I have a terrific idea. Before we go home to spend Christmas with our families, why don't we have a little celebration right here? St. Olaf style.
Now, I will not drink eggnog while wearing a cast iron brassiere.
We don't do that at Christmas. We do that at Easter.
But I just sit here a little while longer and look at the Christmas tree.
Oh, it sure is beautiful, isn't it? I think I'll stay and keep you company.
I think that's a good idea. This has been such a pleasant evening. I hate to see it end.
Oh, me too.
The people I admired more than anyone else in the world. My mother and my favorite aunt. And now the 2 of you are at each other's throats, and it's breaking my heart. I mean, so my mother kissed your husband at some stupid Christmas party. What does it matter now? You realize that this may be the last time you...
People need help making decisions. That's the way it was with Thor, our pet lamb. From the time he was first separated from his mother, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't sleep, he wouldn't frolic with the other sheep.
You're slipping into verse, Rose. Keep it simple.
Daddy got the idea up to himself.
I think I'm beginning to see your point.
You do?
Who cares? You want to hear the sequel?
The point is, you're letting Stan get too comfortable here. He may never want to leave.
Now, she is right, Dorothy.
She is not. He is recuperating. He is not getting comfortable. Believe me, he doesn't want to stay here any longer than he has to. My rear tires have less pressure in them. Rose, honey, you didn't die. You passed out. You hallucinated. Remember that New Year's Eve when you had the 3 margaritas? You thought you were an animated broom in Fantasia?
Look, I know it sounds crazy. That's why I wouldn't tell anybody but my 2 closest friends.
Her cousin Joe is hanging the wallpaper in Tony Bennett's guest bathroom.
Oh, that's nice.
He says celebrities stop by there all the time. In one day, he saw Dean Martin, Liberace, Don Rickles, and Mitzi Gaynor.
All of these people stopped by to use the bathroom on the same day?
What am I, urologist to the stars?
Real sweet person, but I have to be honest with you. We're all just roommates around here, not friends. I hope that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. Great.
Good. Night, Rose.
Oh, hello. Is there a Rose Nylon?
Dorothy! Blanche, come on in. Oh, Liz, Steph, these are my old roommates. Dorothy and Blanche. A nice number. Good night.
Little monster's gonna be here in a minute. Oh.
Hi, I'm Bob Henderson. This is my son, Norman.
Well, hi, Norman. My name is Rose. You ready to have some fun? Yes, ma'am.
Here's a list of Norman's
coming weekend. Well, sure I can. All right. All right, I'll see you then, Janet. I love you, baby.
Long trip. I remember one time Daddy took the whole family cross state on our tractor to visit great-grandfather Zigbarton. Great-grandpa Ziggy was a famous inventor. He developed the first, and to my knowledge, the only low-voltage meter that could detect what kind of a center a piece of candy had.
Girl in the village. So I went to Muffin and I told her how I felt. That was when I found out that beautiful girl was even more beautiful inside. She offered to move to the neighboring village.
And you felt guilty because you'd been so vain.
Hell no, I helped her pack. Got my butter stuck to the chin.
Here, Sophie, I'll help you.
Oh, I'll do that.
No, that's all right, Rose.
But that's what a personal servant is for.
Rose, I'm sorry. I just don't feel comfortable having you work for me.
I do. You want to be my servant, Rose?
Blanche, I'm not talking about big things. I'm talking about little things, like doing your laundry.
There's a picture and I'm in it.
Well, let's see it.
No, I look terrible.
Oh, Dorothy, come on. You always think you look terrible in pictures. Let's see it.
Now that's ugly.
I think I hear him in the kitchen.
Father, I just wanted to drop something off. I found these between the cushions of my love seat.
Blanche's earrings.
She must have left them there last week. Oh, and she left her watch, too.
For what? Well, thank you. I'll see that she gets them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Dorothy. Oh.
He asked me to say goodbye.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Boy, I could sure use a family hug right now.
Oh, darling. Oh, honey.
Dorothy, you've had a rough day. I'll tell you what. You go on and get into bed, and I'll bring you a nice cup of hot chocolate.
Be there. I have a right.
One sperm with a sense of direction, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life. Come on.
Dorothy, I really want
Please, Dennis, I just want you to listen.
Oh, my God. Why, Dorothy, look, it's Mrs. McDowell.
Why is everyone staring at me?
Because your handbag doesn't match your shoes.
We're a very fashion-conscious neighborhood.
Listen, I know this is short notice, but how would you all like to...
It won't be long before I meet nice people and make some new friends. I have a real good feeling about that. So, I just wanted you to know what I decided. I hope to be in Florida before the next winter comes.
Call all over the world free of charge, except for Albania and North Korea, of course. And your television remote, you can use it to raise the windows and flush the toilet. Well, I'm gonna run over to the freeway, see if there are any cars in trouble.
This guy knocks me out.
Chuck, do you think you could finish our dishwasher first?
I'm not Chuck.
Where is this school?
Jenny, what happened?
He met a thin, blonde goddess.
Uh-huh.
One of those girls who has everything, you know, looks, money, brains, a body, and now my boyfriend.
Oh, honey, I've been in that position more than once.
You've been...
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Oliver.
You want to know who I spent the night with? No, Oliver. The cabin crew of Lufthansa.
So I have to go back. You're 18. You don't have to do anything. We're not going to force you.
We will, however, cut you off without a dime and never talk to you again.
So it's an enormous veal and pepper sandwich here. I couldn't possibly finish it. You want half? I made it fresh this morning.
Sounds more interesting than the tangerine I got.
Prepare yourself for a rare treat.
Hey, I don't even know your name.
Sophia. Sophia Petrillo.
Italian?
Take one bite of the sandwich and you tell me.
And I want you to know that poor, sick, helpless pig in there appreciates what you're doing, too. I'm gonna look in on baby. You're the best friends I've ever had in my life.
I feel terrible.
I feel miserable.
Let's go shopping.
gotten way out of hand. First of all, there is no such thing as a curse. Now, all right, we've had a little bad luck, but ladies, I mean, that's life. I mean, when you look at it, has anything that out of the ordinary really happened?
Rose, don't worry. I finally found something to put you to sleep.
She's asleep already, Sophia.
What? After I spent all day making her the Sicilian sleeping potion?
Oh, Ma, come on.
Hey, this saved my Uncle Giuseppe's life. One swig and he slept through the Allied invasion.
I've put away a little money, Dorothy. It's not nearly enough, but you're welcome to it.
Oh, Rose.
Well, I could lend you a couple of $100. I'd planned on putting it toward my cruise to the Bahamas, but what the heck?
Oh, thank you, girls.
I'll just buy a couple of Harry Belafonte tapes.
I really appreciate
Because of marriage, he also dumped you for a 23-year-old stewardess with firm thighs and perky breasts.
You got yourself a ring, muchacho. Now, I have my education exam tomorrow morning.
You mean you're kicking us out?
Rose, I have to study.
That's my Dorothy. Always with her nose in a book. Unlike your brother Phil, who was always with his nose in the dirty clothes hamper.
I cannot believe you would be so cold-blooded as to cast out your two dearest
Thing up to her standards.
She's always harping on us to do everything just right. I'm surprised she doesn't check our underwear before we leave the house.
Those of you who wear underwear.
World, if you wanted to see a naked whale. Or to your bathtub. Oh, that does it, Missy. All right, this means war. We'll both keep going. We'll just see who he picks for his sculpture.
Fine, it's gonna be me.
No, it's not. It's gonna be me.
Girls, I think I...
New electric skillet! An electric skillet. It's from Fry Quick. It not only fries, it boils, it bakes, it simmers.
It stinks.
My apologies to the Fry Quick Corporation. But Green Team, we're not finished with you yet. But grab that dough goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
So you'll live to be 100?
Fine, I'll wipe it off. Tomorrow, I'll be in a wheelchair.
Good night, Pop.
Good night. Keep it up, I'll be the Dramamine.
Is Jell-O?
I hate Jell-O. If God wanted peaches suspended in midair, he would have filled them with helium. What? Beat it, Rose. I'm busy.
What are you doing?
It's Tuesday night. I'm cleaning out my purse.
Hi, Rose. Tell me, did you get a chance to play around with those lyrics I gave you?
Yeah, listen to this.
Hey, that sounds great. Let's take it from the top.
From the top. Oh, that sounds so...
Just wild and crazy and impetuous.
No, I'm from St. Olaf. We're forced to sign a pledge when we're 15 that we won't do any of those things. It keeps people from painting their houses silly colors. I just don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to sleep on it. Sleep.
You must be Michael's parents. Mama, put your glasses on. Oh, my Lord.
This is mud on our faces. We're not really black.
I really think you're old.
Dorothy, how's the show going?
Terrible, but better than 30-something.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wasn't that fun, boys and girls?
Oh, hit the Bible, hit the Bible. Mr. Hastings, I need to speak.
Not now, Dorothy. I've got a show about to go on the air and no star. Jody, did you find him yet?
I know where Mr. Terrific is.
No, not Mr. Terrific, Mr. Mailman. He's supposed to be our guest host, but he's disappeared.
Oh, try the ladies' room. Yeah, I found him there once when he was playing Mrs. Nurse.
I didn't know we had a character, Mrs. Nurse.
We don't.
Twyla.
How's he doing?
I'll be honest. Right now, Squeaky Frome has a better grasp on reality.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Rose. I can see your house from here.
Really? Where?
Rose!
How much do you need?
$500.
I'll give you 1,000. You know, Dorothy, I'm glad Stanley married you. You love him, but you're tough on him, and he needs that.
Then why are you so mean to me?
Because if Stanley knew I'd...
Anyway, Mother was having trouble with her transmission, and Andy was in...
It's after 1 o'clock. You're late.
So,
One more thing. Your boyfriend was looking for you.
Sam? He wheeled himself out here just to see me?
Yeah. I don't get it. He must see a side of you that's hidden from the rest of the world. Like the dark side of the moon.
You're just jealous because you know you can never have me. What are you talking about?
Blanche's date.
He turned me down again. I'm just devastated.
Oh, come on now, Blanche. You said yourself you didn't find him that attractive anymore.
That's not the point, Dorothy. The point is to Blanche Devereaux, sexuality and attractiveness are two very important things. They are Blanche Devereaux.
Orphanage, taking in the homeless, running them soup kitchens.
Emma did all that. Oh, she's a saint. How did I ever beat her?
Rose, there's something we have to tell you. You see, what Blanche and I did was, well...
Rose, what Dorothy's trying to say is that we just...
Like it's really gonna happen.
Why shouldn't it happen? I know the pizza business like the back of my hand. I never noticed that before. What do you think it would cost to remove something like that?
Let's talk about it at home. Come on, it's getting late. Let's get going.
We have a few more hours of work here.
Oh, Ma, you're overdoing it.
We're fine.
Besides, we want our...
All right. We will.
You? Do you have any experience?
No.
You're hired.
Boy, making pizza really brings back a flood of childhood memories.
Wonderful. I just had the best night's sleep.
Blanche, it's 4 a.m.
What? Oh, for heaven's sake, I don't believe it. Do you know what happens if I don't spend 8 hours in bed?
Iranian guys write their cousins back home and tell them not to come?
No, I simply cannot function the next... Problem is, I just don't know what it is you like about me. See, I'm used to men liking me for my looks, at least partly, and you don't.
I sure don't. As a matter of fact, I'm glad I never have to look at you.
Sex, Rose. I am talking sex. We don't go to dinner, we don't go to the movies, we just go to bed, and it is terrific.
All that and cappuccino, too? Well, what's the problem?
Who don't have dates on Valentine's Day. Ma, you want to join us?
I can't. I have a date.
You do?
She's making that up to annoy us.
No, I'm not. I have a date.
What's his name?
I can't tell you.
Have I met him?
No, he's from out of...
Hope is not your father. He has no idea who you are, and he's not about to come anywhere near this place.
That's not true. He's here in Miami. It's right in today's paper.
Well, she's right. He is in a golf tournament here.
Apology accepted.
Rose, what the hell?
He left office with the highest popularity rating since FDR. He was more popular than Tammy Baker or Maybelline convention.
I
I can't believe it. How on earth did he get here?
You know how Alfonso kept talking about his old vaudeville partner? It turns out it was Bob Hope. Isn't that a kick?
Because her mother was not in the Daughters of the Confederacy. Oh, how my heart went out to little Kathy Lee, standing there while our servants snickered at her servants. But Mama insisted I break off the friendship or I wouldn't get brand new riding boots for Christmas. So I did.
Ken, we're not proving anything by sitting here any longer. We might as well all go.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Does this mean that you're giving up when you've gotten this far?
No, it means I can see the sun coming up over the Donaldson's house. It's morning. We made it.
He's right.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, congratulations. I bet you feel better.
Pizza with pizzazz, even better. Hey, I can act and write. Gee, I love this business. Listen, you don't mind if I make the change, do you, Si?
No, not at all. In fact, I think I want to make a change, too.
You are my best friend. Just like I'm your best friend.
Best friend? Please, you aren't even my favorite child. When you were 13, there were neighbor children I liked better. Best friend. How about picking up a tab once in a while, pal of mine? Well,
How often does a hospital mix up two babies? Have you ever heard of such a thing? Well, have you?
Are you here for the methadone program?
I'm sorry, I'm here for my mother.
Surgery?
No, blood test. You?
Oh, is someone going into surgery?
thanks for the Medicare. For Blue Cross and Blue Shield. For a hip that finally healed. Remember, on prescriptions, generic is
a great place to get a seafood meal.
Miami. Miami, Miami, you've got style. Blue sky, sunshine, white sand.
Magnificent.
I fear you're not making any sense.
Excuse me, Mrs. Kierkegaard, it's 4 a.m.
Ma, is there a point to this?
And if there wasn't, what are you going to do? Put decorative bars on my window? Yes, there is a point. If you're going to sell real estate, make sure you own it.
Sophia, I do own it.
How long will it last? I mean, will it go away? Does it get worse? Does anyone die from it?
Well, no one has died from it. We don't know how long it lasts. Some people seem to recover in months, some still have it after 10 years. But that happens in other diseases as well. You take multiple sclerosis. Some people have 20-year remissions. Others wind up in wheelchairs.
Us at the rally.
Oh, no, Rose.
Oh, yeah, Doc. Oh, do. Oh, get out of yourself. It's for a noble cause. Or are you so self-centered that you'd rather wallow in self-pity?
You're right. I'll do it.
Oh, good. Rose Dorothy's taking my place. Water Lily, you've never done anything like this in your life. Now, this is important. For the love of Mother Earth and the love of Mother Nature, commit yourself to this, Blanche Devereaux. Isn't that exciting?
Caught a rerun of Flipper on cable, did you?
A particularly touching one.
The list of beneficiaries, and well, she was pretty far gone by then, but when we got to your name, she kept repeating in this weak little voice, I want her to have it. I want her to have it.
Well, I am surprised.
She was talking about her disease.
Me. The old one isn't so crazy about you.
Roger likes everybody else in the office. I don't know why he doesn't like me. I go out of my way to be friendly. You know that happy thought of the day that I write down and give to everyone? He doesn't even like that. But I have a plan. We'd all go home and smoke kippers.
Why, Rose?
Because it's the best way to get your house to smell like kippers. And then, in keeping with the spirit of Christmas, it was traditional to let all the animals sleep inside that night. And then the next morning, the rumors would start.
I don't think it's a good idea to hook up with a 60-year-old man with a bad heart.
What guarantee do I have we'll have any kind of future together?
Blanche, in life, there are no guarantees. There are choices.
Well, then my choice is either to play it safe or to take a risk. I wish I knew what to do.
All right, I can pick up a cue. Picture it. Sicily, 1912. A beautiful young peasant girl with clear olive skin meets an exciting but penniless Spanish artist. There's an instant attraction.
Oh, how they get over the slightest little thing.
And?
And Dr. Worrywart wants me to check into the hospital for more tests.
Dorothy, have you been fooling around with my Tip O'Neill calendar?
No, Ma, I haven't.
Come on! I'm missing March. It's the month where he's playing volleyball with Jesse Helm.
Are you all right?
I think so. I don't feel any sparks.
Well, in this instance, I'll take that as a compliment.
Am a little hot, but it's nothing I can't handle.
Or the Red Menace?
She's helping Rose unload the car.
Is something wrong, Dorothy?
I don't want to talk about it.
Magda is driving us crazy. All she does is complain about how awful things are in America. Everywhere we went, something bothered her. We showed her the mall.
She said we live in a plastic society with your cast.
Yeah, some of the guys from the team. Are you signing it?
Correcting it. There is no K in victory. Oh, yeah, and we'll just change this to Miss Bornak eats shiitake. Blanche, I need to talk to you privately.
Okay.
There's this person, someone I've known for quite a while, and lately there seems to be this attraction.
In our line of work, too. Now, what do you see?
I see an angel.
Very good. How about this one?
I see a dove perched upon the throne of God.
Excellent. And this?
I see the Blessed Mother smiling sweetly as she pours love upon the...
I got you, babe. Babe. Blanche, is there something I can get you?
No, thanks. Oh, damn. You know, ever since the funeral, I've had this dream where it's all a mistake and George is really alive, and I just feel so happy. We see each other, we run to embrace, but just before we hug, always just before we hug, I wake. I am never shopping at Fiedler Brothers again.
I beg your pardon.
Well, it's a little late for that. I've never been so humiliated in my life.
What about the time you lost the key to your handcuffs and had to go with that guy on his mail route? An extra piece of the puzzle.
Anyone who should be excited, imagine these hands that once reached inside a chicken for a breech birth will soon grace the pages of a penny saver.
You've come along. No, not me, not me.
Dorothy,
no,
please.
I'm not good at this.
Oh, but this is a pretend microphone. It's really just a hairbrush.
All right, Rose, ready? Go.
This is Rose Nyland. We're here chatting with my good friend Dorothy Zbornak.
I really thought you were getting to love Aurora, but you were just using your granddaughter to try and land a man. Goodbye, Mama. Thanks for babysitting. You won't have to do it again.
But apparently he has, or he wouldn't have had the nerve to call here.
You're not going to call him back, are you?
Oh, absolutely. If John comes to Miami, I want to see him.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Pussycat.
Ma, don't you see? When John Noretti gets here, I'm finally going to get my revenge. He's going to see a beautiful, vibrant...
congratulations. You weren't married in a white dress?
Oh, Rose, come on. I mean, it's one.
Actually go to jail.
Okay, forget the free part. I feel like a man. I missed 2 estrogen shots and I'm dying for a thick steak smothered in onions, a tall, cold one, then going out and picking up a cup of... Can I tell you something, Pussycat?
What?
I've never been so scared. Not so much of Jen.
And according to the elementary school paper, the show was a big hit.
They have their own newspaper? How cute. Read it, Dorothy.
I saw the play yesterday. It was good. It was called Henny Penny. The actors were good, especially Turkey Lurkey.
Beautiful. Girls, look, this is one of her outfits for the pageant. I'm telling you, she's going to win this thing hands down. Sweetheart, sing your song for everybody.
Grandma, I'm tired. We've been rehearsing all day.
Well, if we don't rehearse, we don't win.
Blanche, aren't you getting a little carried away with this pageant?
Well, don't wait and counting the days. Dorothy, remind me again why this was a bad idea.
Oh, Blanche, be serious. Now, if we want to stay together, we're going to have to raise $10,000.
Well, I don't see why I should have to raise any money. I didn't create this problem. I think the moronic Scandinavian
You talk to your mother, put that in a letter to your father, how sassy you've gotten since menopause.
You haven't mailed that letter to your father yet?
Once more, I am not going to mail it. I'm just writing this to get the anger out of my system. You know, I know Pop loved me.
What it seems. John Patrick Anderson is a regular guy.
Shlomo Ziegler?
Yes.
You're under arrest. Your days as the freeway flasher are over.
I know what you're thinking, Rose, but you're wrong. And if I can make bail, I'd love to see you tomorrow night.
I don't think so.
May I call you?
Blanche.
Oh, believe me, it's no gamble.
But you know what I do like? I like music.
Music? Well, wonderful. We can dance. Oh, yeah, we can do one of those hot, sweaty South American dances they do in the street because they don't have television sets.
Well, you got me again, Blanche. I don't dance.
You don't?
Oh, my God, Stan, you're not taking your monkey, are you?
Please, they are Japanese investors. The last thing I would do would be to offend them. She'll be at a separate table with the other wives.
No, Mrs. Gutman. Honestly, there's no hurricane coming.
Nice try, Dorothy. Rose, you taste it.
Rose, don't! That tea was for my mommy.
You try to do right by your kid.
Rose, before I give you mine, I just want to ask you one question. It may seem a little odd, but it has a lot to do with your gift. Has Miles started wearing bikini underwear lately?
Blanche, please, the Pope is in town.
I'm serious.
Actually, my eyes.
Yeah, all the cute guys are either married or popes.
Oh, dear. Why did you lie to my mother?
I didn't want to lie. We were going to tell the truth as soon as we were sure that Sophia was the one we wanted.
Then it is true. You wanted my mother for sex games. With just a photograph to tell my troubles to when I'm alone with only she's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, GA.
Blanche, I've kissed a fool, I've helped a holy man. Now I just need to reveal the betrayal of a loved one. What's the worst thing you've ever done to Dorothy?
When she moved in here, I told her there'd be plenty of room for you.
I'll keep looking.
Excuse me, Blanche.
I think I'm gonna leave. I'm not having such...
No one's leaving this kitchen until someone tells the truth.
I'll tell
Miles.
you. Dorothy stole $500 from me.
You liar! Just stop it, both of you. We're all friends here. And there are going to be times when we...
Because with trust, anything is possible.
Anything. Well, not to be overly cautious, but I do think I'll go put these in the safe.
Oh, I understand. There's a safe?
So, you're Blanche's thief.
And you.
My final words were, thank you, baby, glug, glug, glug.
How did you die, Dorothy?
Well, you know that sign at the gorilla cage at the zoo, do not lean over the fence?
Yeah.
They mean it.
My God, what have I done?
Oh, I think it's romantic. It's like something out of a 40s movie. Strong, handsome, daring. And now she's got a man.
Look, Lucas, you cannot do this. What do you two have in common?
Oh, Dorothy.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Oh, pussycat, look at you. But to tell you the truth, I'm overcome. I'm about to cry. I can't believe it. I'm actually about to cry. It's you. Wow, misjudged that one.
Oh, look at her. I've never seen Dorothy look so happy.